begin with our boys golf. Our first boy golfer is Ashton Alig. He is being escorted by Bob Alig and Melanie and Jeff Parrott. He is a member of both the basketball and golf team. He's a member of the Hope Church Youth Group, as well as involved in Kindness Club. After graduation, Ashton plans to earn a bachelor's degree in business and a minor in finance, with plans to become a stockbroker or a real estate agent in the future. Our last boys golfer is Gary Valentine. He is being escorted by Kelly and Aaron Valentine. He is a member of the football team, baseball team, and golf. He's involved in FCA, prom committee, and National Honor Society. After graduation, Gary plans to attend the University of Toledo and major in biology with the goal of becoming a physician's assistant. Our girls senior golfer is Lily Mossing. She is being escorted by Jessica and Trevor Gilbert. She is involved in both band and golf. She is a member of Kindness Club, National Honor Society, a senior class officer involved in musical, student council, art club, and drama club. Her future plans are to attend college to pursue graphic design. Our first cross-country senior tonight is Tyler Barnes. He is being escorted by Julie and Dave Barnes. He is a member of cross-country and wrestling. He enjoys hanging out with his friends, and his favorite cross-country memory was a cross-country camp last year. His future plans are to go to college to become a park naturalist. Our next senior cross-country member is Thomas Hernandez. He is being escorted by Annie and Eric Hernandez. He is a member of both cross-country and wrestling. He's involved in the Spanish Club and FCA. His future plans are to go to UT to study chemical engineering. And now for our boys senior soccer. Our first boy is Eli Armstrong. He is being escorted by Lisa and Brian Armstrong. He is a member of cross-country, soccer, and track. He has participated in orchestra, playing the violin, musical, working on the local farm, and now a tri-flow propane and fertilizer in Archbold. He has been a part of Northwest Ohio Bible Quiz for 7 years and is an active member at youth group at North Clinton, playing the guitar in the worship band. He plans to get his CDL and finish engineering school. Next is Gunnar Avery. He is being escorted by Brandy and Brian Avery. He's a member of the basketball team, football team, track, and soccer. He's involved in Kindness Club, SAD, and the musicals. He plans to attend Owens Community College to become a dental hygienist.
That's my brother!
Our next senior is Nick Circle. He is being escorted by Teresa and Ray Circle. He is a member of the basketball team, soccer, and track. And his future plans are to finish Revere Bible College. Next up, we have Jacob Everly. He is being escorted by Barb Dutcher Everly Jockenin and John Jockenin. He's involved in baseball, basketball, and soccer teams, as well as a member of the Kindness Club, FCA, and prom committee. His future goal is to become a writer or director, an actor in cinema, or be a plane engineer. Next, we have Nathan Elliott. He is being escorted by Joetta and Dan Elliott. He is a member of the basketball team, cross country, soccer, and track teams. He is involved in serving at his church, and his future plans are to become an electrician. Next up, we have Joshua Hildebrand, being escorted by Elizabeth and Brian Hildebrand. He is a member of archery, band, and soccer teams, as well as involved in Spanish Club. His future plans are to go to college to become a vet tech. Next up, we have Aaron Mora, being escorted by Martha and Fernando Mora. He is a member of golf, soccer, and track, and involved in art club. His future goals are to work on the family farm. Corbin Sampson. He is being escorted by Edie and Sean Sampson. He is a member of both archery and soccer, volunteers with youth hockey, and has accepted a scholarship offer to play soccer at Defiance College and major in physical therapy. He plans to come back and help coach high school soccer. Next senior is Aiden Ricksecker, being escorted by Emily and Brian Ricksecker. He is a member of both the soccer team and band, involved in art club, FFA, musical, prom decorating committee, sources of strength, and kindness club. His future plans are to go to college at Northwest. Our last soccer senior is Alex York, being escorted by Jessica York and Brad York. He is a member of the basketball team, football, soccer, and track, and his future plans are to go to Federal Aerospace Institute to become an aircraft mechanic. A huge thank you to all the parents in support of their student athletes. Really?
Go, Gunner!
Our senior soccer players would also like to recognize the senior players from Liberty Center. Would Wes Wilhelm, Austin Imu, Tristan Brubaugh, Gabe Chamberlain, and Tori May please report to the 50-yard line? There is also a special recognition tonight for senior Nick Circle. He is the WNTR Athlete of the Week. Congratulations and way to go.
I don't know if I'm wrong. a minute before they do their little, they do the captain, and then you'll be a little more lost from the first session. Before we meet the players, like I don't even care. I'm not signing in. I ain't doing nothing. If I was an employee, then maybe I'd sign in. But I got places to be. And it's raining, so I have no time to do this workout. He's the only one. The other didn't show. Why does that stress me out? You You know what? I think I'm gonna do it before the national anthem. I'm just gonna say joining us joining players on the field today are the U11 soccer. I'm gonna do it say joining us for the national anthem are the U11 soccer team. Trevor Bailey, Jason Bailey. Or do you want me to do it at the end? Try to do it first if they're walking out. I can start doing it now.
Joining us this evening are the U11 soccer kids. They are Gunnar Bailey, Baylor Cass, Hadley Cass, Connor Cornett, Winston Daniels, Jerry Gorsh, Kason Holly, Elena Jones, Jackson Oates, Archer Schelt, and Kason Waite.
Hopefully I got it all. There, I got it out of the way. We're done.
Good evening. On behalf of the PDY Board of Education, Superintendent and Principal Doug Ford, and Athletic Director Walt Steele, we extend to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you are here tonight for this interscholastic contest between Delta High School and visitors from Liberty Center High School. Both schools are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of the student athletes at tonight's game is appreciated by both schools. Though these teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship. The administration of these two schools requests the same from all fans. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you stand. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. The officials working this game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Please welcome tonight's officials, Joe Smith and Gary Mason. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their important part in this competition. We ask all attending to show courtesy, respect, and good sportsmanship. Please respect the game. And now, let's meet the starters for each team. First, from the visitors of Liberty Center. Sophomore, number 1, Adrian Minnick. Junior, number 2, Captain Caitlin Kern. Junior, number 3, James Bailey. Junior, number 6, Cole Shank. Senior, number 7, Captain Wes Wilhelm. Senior, number 8, Captain Austin Ibu. Sophomore, number 9, Captain Connor Grubal. Junior, number 10, Colin Westrick. Sophomore, number 11, Andrew Myers. Sophomore, number 20, Cale Reedshaw. And goalkeeper, sophomore, number 21, Christian Campos. Liberty Center is coached by Easton Delgado, assisted by Julian Delgado. And now for the home team, Delta Panthers. Senior, number 5, Captain Alex York. Senior, number 6, Aaron Mora. Freshman, number 8, Cooper Harris. Senior, number 10, Gunnar Avery. Senior number 13, Captain Nick Circle. Senior number 24, Captain Nathan Elliott. Senior number 31, Aiden Riegsecker. Senior number 68, Joshua Hildebrand. Senior number 71, Corbin Sampson. Senior number 87, Captain Eli Armstrong. And in the net tonight for the Panthers, senior number 12, Jacob Everly. The Panthers are coached by KJ Ader, assisted by Liz Willis, Krista Barrington, and Brandon Haley.
Always got to have some good service here.
And with this wet grass, even though we keep this grass pretty long, but with it being wet, it's going to play kind of true. And for those guys that were playing yesterday for the first time, got to play on field turf, this field's kind of playing them very similar to that because the field's so wet from all that rain.
Fastball, lots of sliding.
And just an FYI as well, too, this camera is using AI technology. It's actually our huddle camera that we use for football, use it for soccer. We have the full system that we use for all of our sports, which is great because the players are allowed to go back and go watch and do those types of things. So sometimes it doesn't quite pick up where the ball is, especially when it gets a little bit dark and it's hard to see that scoreboard as it goes a little bit darker here. So we'll make sure, especially in the second half, to make sure to let you know what time is left on the clock.
But that is also a good tool for the boys to have to be able to go back and watch some tape and try to learn some things maybe they made some mistakes on in the game that they can work on.
Yeah, and the fun thing is, too, is as a baseball coach, and, Coach KJ over there, he's numerous times can tell the players, I know how long you've been watching. And it calculates the minutes, and it shows them that. And I think one of the teams, outside of football, football obviously is used to watching film and doing that. But one of the teams that did a really great job with that with our athletic program was our girls basketball last year. They had actually ended up running their own. A lot of times would run their own film session just as the players, and coach would just kind of keep an eye on it. And the players can communicate via that as well. They can cut little parts and send it to them, say, hey, listen, look at this guy, and doing those types of things. Aaron Moore kicks that one, trying to get it over to Aiden Register, but didn't quite get it there. Nathan Elliott's going to have the ball and going to distribute it up to Corbin Sampson. He's going to look for a big switch over there to Nick Circle. Nick Circle's got the entire sideline wide open to him. He's going to try to dribble in, makes that cut. I just had one too many steps there. Nathan Elliott's going to track this one down, play it back to our keeper, Jacob Eberly. Jacob Eberly with a nice kick. Good 50, 60-yard kick there. He's going to get it all the way up to our center forward.
Push to the wing.
We got that drop back right there by Hildenbrandt. Nick Circle with the deflection. Liberty Center's just trying to clear it. A good clearance up to Adrian Minich. And he's going to be looking ahead to try to send a through ball. Cooper Harris with a stop. Eli Armstrong, I can't remember which newspaper it was in, but he got interviewed the other day, which was great because, a lot of the things that he does for this team does not show up in the stat book. So it was really great to be able to see somebody recognize that properly.
No, it's definitely a good thing to have for the town. Put a spotlight on the players that definitely deserve it, that really work hard and try to put the effort in on the field and off the field.
And he's one of those good team leaders as well, too, as Liberty Center clears it up to number 8, Austin Emhoff. And there's Eli Armstrong right there in the middle of the field. He just does a lot. I mean, between him and Alex York, there's just a lot of things that they do extra beyond what their position is, making a lot of runs, dropping back, doing those type of things, always communicating. And those two running the middle of the field has been huge for the Panthers this whole year.
Hopefully we get to see a few of those shoulder passes we enjoy.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, man, I could have sworn that ball was going to be kicked out of bounds. Number 10, Colin Westrick's now got the ball. Cooper Harris with a nice poke there. And he's going to body him up, and we got a play on there.
Wow.
Interesting call. Gunnar Avery stuck between two players and a bad pass there. It's still going to lead to a goal. Colin Kern with the goal there. Gunnar Avery kind of left in a bad spot between two players there. The pass wasn't that great from Colin Westrick, but Kern comes up with it and puts it in the back corner. Not much Jacob Eberly could do about that one.
Definitely not.
Those lower and upper 90s are almost impossible shots to save unless you're hugging one of those posts. As we're now 7 minutes into the game, Liberty Center 1, Delta Panthers 0. Little touch pass to Alex York. He's going to take it up there. I'm trying to run a give and go with Hildebrandt.
It almost worked.
It did. Corbin Sanson bodying him up, playing a lot of physical there on Minich. Oh, that was a nice touch by Westrick. Good defense by Cooper Harris.
Trying to clear that ball forward, and they just couldn't get it up there.
Alex York with plenty of room. Look it up to Regiser. The one touch and it's going to be kicked out of bounds. And we'll take that. Kicked out of bounds by Wes Wilhelm.
Yeah, they're going to have to press forward a little bit here.
That's a great throw-in right there. Alex York finding a wide open Nick Circle. Nick contains it, looks back for Alex. Alex is going to drop it back. It's going to end up to Aaron Mora. And like we said, Eli Armstrong really plays like a defensive mid position, really. You know, it's a 3 flat with a sweeper, but he plays up a lot. And he does it in a way where he's not going to leave you high and dry behind you as well, too.
Yes, you're not leaving the defense vulnerable, but he can still come forward and give you an extra attacker definitely when you need it.
And he rarely gets subbed out. Liberty Center makes a substitution here, bringing in Lucas Estella. We're going to have a trip over the ball there. Alex York's going to come up with it, and he's going to get that ball stolen back for him with a big switch here by Liberty Center. Great head there by Nathan Elliott.
Definitely.
As he gets it up to Aiden Regiser. Regiser to Sampson. Sampson looking ahead. He's just going to try to dribble into the corner, wait for Liberty Center to clear that all the way into the bleachers. I'd say about 15 rows up. I mean, he really got a foot on that one.
I hope that didn't hurt anybody.
No, I don't think it did. That's where our band usually sits on Friday nights, and we don't have the band here tonight, so everybody was safe.
No balls and tubas.
Right. Austin Emhoff has got the ball there. He tries to kick it forward. Cooper Harris with a great job sliding over. Nathan Elliott coming over to slide over to help him as well, too. Soccer's a very fluid sport. You do have positions, but there's a lot of times you're just not in those positions, but you're not out of position.
Correct.
You think about basketball. A lot of people know basketball more than they know soccer, but it's more like watching an offense, you know. But it's not like on defense where they're really playing a position. But the big thing is with soccer is just making sure that you're communicating with each other, and that's where what we're talking about with these players playing with each other. You kind of just know certain things, and with these guys not playing traditional positions, it makes it a little bit difficult. Alex York teased that one up. Hildebrand was charging in on it. Corbin Sampson's going to try to keep this one in. He's going to get chipped from behind by Minich. Gunnar Avery with the nice salesmanship there. I'm not sure who actually kicked that out, but he just acted like it was out on them, and so that was a great play. Nick Circle tried it with the left foot. Nick Circle's great with that left foot most of the time. Sometimes he isn't. Sometimes he is, and just kind of missed that one right there. But like we said, it's wet out, so it's going to be real difficult to be playing the ball with this grass in the way that it is.
With the grass the way it is and the way that the ball is going to spin with the water on it.
Yes.
They might be used to hitting it in a position with the ball where they're going to know they're going to be able to get the curve on it, and it's just not going to whip the way they want it to whip.
Absolutely. We kind of saw it right there with Regiser. I think in a dry ball, that ball's moving them completely different. Be kicked out of bounds by the Panthers. Seems like the rain's let up. I know the players look soaked, but that's just because during pregame it was raining pretty hard.
One other cool little feature night is the Delta Football Club has the younger teams out here playing ball boy.
Yeah, which is super awesome. They have the whole entire team out here. Number 8, Emhoff gets kind of trapped over there in the corner. Eberle smartly comes off his line, yells for the ball. As you can see, Cooper Harris peeling off.
That's when that communication between a goalkeeper and a defense comes in handy. When you can come out and grab a ball without having to have a defender get that close to you and make a mistake, that's definitely what you need.
Next circle's going to carry. It's going to get cut off there by number 3, James Bailey.
Big throw by Circle.
Yeah, he's unbelievable at that. I'm going to try to convince him to play right field. He's got an arm like that, and he's got wheels. Could always use an extra outfielder. Teach him to bunt. He'll be all right. Steal a couple bases. Lucas Estella has got the chance, but Nathan Elliott clears it through. Accidentally clears it right to Liberty Center. He's going to kick it right over the net there. Not a terrible defensive play, but you'd like to be able to see it get cleared to the outside, not through the middle, but that was basically his only option.
Yeah, he definitely had an attacker coming on his right shoulder, so if he would have turned to his right, he would have possibly been able to give the ball up right there, which is what he didn't want to do.
Alex York containing right there in the middle. He is extremely hard to defend.
His shoulder-to-shoulder contact on players is just a strength I've never seen in soccer before at any age group.
Yeah.
He plays like a Premier League player. It's mind-boggling.
And the way he shields the ball is unbelievable as well, too. I mean, you can tell that he's taking what he's learned in the basketball and taking it to soccer. I mean, he just boxes out guys unbelievably well.
And I swear, sometimes he runs, it's like the ball has Velcro to his foot.
Right. Hildebrandt's going to try to play this. He's going to try to kick it back with a heel kick over to Alex York. Alex plays it over to Nick Circle. And I know that looks really silly when you just kind of pass it back and forth, but if you pay attention and watch the players, they're going to chase the ball. And so as those guys chase there, they're just trying to play for space.
Yeah, you're picking small openings.
Yes, exactly. And so that's a big thing with soccer is sometimes you see it and it's like, why are you paying it backwards? Well, you're just trying to create space because when space happens, that's where lanes open, and that's where your opportunities really start to exist. As we are now almost 15 minutes into the half, only one substitution has been made for Liberty Center. As I just made that prediction, Carson Tobin is going to be checking in at the center line here. Cross coming in from Nick Circle. It comes all the way through to Aaron Mora. A missed kick there by Liberty Center gives Aaron Mora a wide open backside of the net, and he buries it in there to tie the game 1-1. It felt like we were kind of clustered there for a second.
It did.
And then, sometimes when they're marking up well, that's to your advantage when you're clustered up there. I couldn't quite tell who on Liberty Center, but somebody tried to kick it and just missed the ball completely. Left Aaron Mora right there in the middle of the field, right there. I mean, probably at the PK dot, it looks like.
Slick ball, slick surface.
Yeah, for sure. And he just buried it, and he didn't put a lot on it, which was great. He just placed it.
Which is something me and you talked about, that KJ has been trying to get them to make better placement with the balls on their shots. You don't necessarily have to put the power on it. It's just about redirecting a pass you're already getting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're just changing direction, the ball already has enough power behind it. You're just moving in a different direction. I'll tell you what, the most running they probably do at practice is from kicking a ball over top of the net. Carson Tobin came in for Corbin Sampson.
There you go.
Eli Armstrong pushing it all the way up, looking to center it, and just missed Carson Tobin. Aiden Register keeps that ball in, gives it to Alex York. Alex York back to Nick Circle. Alex going to try it from deep. He's going to try to chip it. It's going to go off the cross. It's going to give Aaron Moore a wide open goal. What a play.
York going for the long chip and making that work out in his favor.
Yeah. I was surprised he tried the chip there. I mean, he's got quite a rocket on his foot there, but that was a smart play. And like we were just saying, the kid's super athletic. I mean, let's just start there. It doesn't matter what sport it is. He's one of those kids that, when we grew up, you invent a game in the backyard, he seemed like he was already playing that game for 5 or 10 years, But it's his sports IQ that is just unbelievably high on a high end in all the sports that he plays. He's just a very smart player. I just saw his senior post on Facebook, and he's had a 4-point GPA his whole career, which I am not surprised at all.
No, smart kid, great athlete, overall hard worker.
Yeah, as we were talking about on Huddle, he is light years ahead of everybody else with watching Huddle and making sure that he's studying the film and doing those types of things. Checking in for the Panthers is going to be Joss Murillo and number 28, Jonah Bailey for the Liberty Center.
Oh, we almost got one of those shoulder passes.
Yeah, and I did talk to KJ about that, and I really liked what his answer was. We've been noticing that there's a lot of our players will, instead of heading a ball or, just trapping with their chest and taking it out of their feet, they'll actually use their shoulder and kind of like swing swing their shoulder to be able to play it. And he said, you just have more control, and it's a safer thing because you're not getting hit in the head with a ball from a long distance. That was an incredible drive there by number 7, Wes Wilhelm, I mean, he carried that ball a good 40 or 50 yards, takes a shot, and it goes over the goalpost and both the crossbar and through the goalpost, but that will not be worth 3. Aiden Regas is going to come off. Aaron Moore gets those 2 goals. He gets to get a juice box. Wyatt York's going to be checking in, and number 10, Colin Westrick, is going to come back into the game for Liberty Center. Noah Etter came onto the field as well, too, and Noah Etter is on a bender. He has just been playing phenomenally well, and he's been working very well with Alex York.
Yes, he is.
Alex has been playing a lot of the forward position, and Noah's been the midfielder right behind him, and they just playing very well with each other, communicating at a high level, being very selfless to each other as well, too. And one will make a run and one will drop, and they really kind of just share that side of the field.
Noah's also one of those kids who has that high energy level, too. He's always giving 100% effort.
Yeah, and he's not, his feet or his legs are moving. He's not the fastest guy. He's not slow at all by any means. But you see that energy, and it carries over to other players on the field as well, too. They see that, and it starts to, build momentum as Dakota Hopkins Jr. comes in for Liberty Center as Alex York's going to be throwing this ball in. It goes all the way through, and it's going to get chested back to the keeper. So just a quick rule for those of you that don't know, if the ball is deflected or headed back to the goalie, he may pick it up, but you cannot pick it up if it's directly passed to you. And that's a heck of a punt. And right back to Eli Armstrong. Wyatt York's going to drop back to where Cooper Harris was playing, as Wyatt is our traditional sweeper, so Cooper gets to move back up to the midfield position where he traditionally plays. Still 2-1 for the Panthers. Jacob Everly calls for the ball, and he's going to pick that up with 21 left in the first half. Carson Simptoman tries to play it up the line there. Just misses it. Nathan Elliott's going to be able to make this throw in here from about midfield as he throws a ball in, chested by Alex York. Alex with a big switch over to Jostin. Jostin misses that touch. There was a wide open lane. If he could have played that, just got that touch on it. Seems like it's pretty even right now. I think we have a little bit of an edge on the time of possession, but scoring opportunities are pretty close. I think we still have the edge. What are you seeing here?
I definitely see that. Delta's probably, like you said, had a little bit more time of possession. That's better, but Liberty Center's definitely taking advantage of the chances they're getting. They're not letting anything try to slip away. They've had a few bad shots, but they're still pressing forward, even if they don't have a lot of possession of the ball.
Yeah, and there was a great give and go there, but Carson Sintelman just didn't quite get enough on that one as Peyton Winkler is now going to be checking into the game. And he'll be making the substitution here, and he'll be taking out Carson Sintelman. Carson is one of those kids where I think, a lot of those kids that hit that growth spurt in like junior high and they shoot up and then they don't know how to control their own body. Carson's a little similar to that. He's just way faster than he can control himself sometimes.
100%. He's one of those cross-country kids who just has a high energy, high battery, and when he gets going, he gets going.
Yeah, and we've seen it on the basketball court. He can't dribble as fast as he could run and try to time those things up. And I think that's just, those are learning things. I think last year was his first year playing, and he just played in the spring. We got a lot of freshmen that haven't played a lot. As Peyton Winkler just came in, he started playing last year. Joshua Mock, this is his first time ever playing. Solomon Munger, same thing as well too. Panthers are going to look to sub. Little rules information for you. You can sub on your own corner, any goal kick, or when it's your throw-in, you can make a substitution. But it has to be your throw-in as there's a penalty kick now for Liberty Center so that we cannot make that substitution. That's a heck of a service there. As number 28 kicks it. Jonah Bailey tries to kick it back into somebody from Liberty Center, but we really, in the last, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even 15, we've really dominated this time of possession. Winkler makes a stop, try to find somebody behind him, finds Eli Armstrong. Eli's going to look to make a shift here. Nick Circle kind of slips, gives it back to Eli. Eli's got his head up, looking to make a pass here. Tries to send a through ball, intercepted there by number 27, Dakota Hopkins. We'll get that turnover. Nick Circle makes the steal. He's got his head up looking for somebody. Gets a through ball to Alex York. Alex back to Nick Circle. We're going to the backside here with Winkler and Etter. Winkler keeps it in, gives it to Etter. He didn't keep it in. It's hard to see that line, but
I'm looking at the white line.
I was looking at the white line as well, too, but there's a pink line down there. Winkler just didn't quite get to it. We had that senior night for the girls, and I think there's at least 2, if not 3, times where they went to throw in off of the football sideline because they just kind of forgot where they were at. It's going to be chested, trapped. Make a turn here for Liberty Center. Nathan Elliott's going to poke that out there. There was a good turn and good trap there by Bailey.
There they go. They're going to press that wing.
Graham Johnson tries to send a service into the middle. Nobody was there and just not quite on the right angle.
He needs to control that ball just a little bit more and try to press down that wing, give players a chance to try to get down in the box to give them some good service.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see Graham playing. He's been nursing a hip injury before the season even started, and it's been very much nagging him. It's one of those things where it's good enough you can play on it, but you're still not 100%. And
you can definitely tell, though, when he's feeling good, he's playing good.
yeah, absolutely. Nick Circle and Alex York working together down there, and we're going to send it in the middle. Winkler deflects it. We got a handball. I didn't quite see that.
I didn't quite either. I think they called it on Winkler, but I did not see that happen.
Yeah. It's probably because his hands and wrists are all taped like he's a pro wrestler. Made it too easy to see it. Alex York's going to try to take on the whole team here. He's going to deal it up to his right foot. Just a little bit too long of a touch there. Noah Etter's going to play it back to Nick Circle.
That's one of those moments where I'm talking about where he gets in the box and it's like he just has the ball on a string connected to his foot.
Gunnar Avery makes a smart play, plays it back to Cooper Harris. Cooper makes a big switch over to Winkler. Winkler's got to turn, try to find somebody quick. And too long of a touch, but gets it through. Wyatt York's got plenty of time. He's going to play it to the outside to Gunnar Avery. You know, the nice thing is, too, I'm seeing with Graham Johnson up here, he's doing a great job of keeping his spacing. He's not getting sucked into the play. They're going to play it back to Cooper Harris. Cooper's going to send it out wide to Winkler. Winkler's going to look back to the middle to York. York to Circle. Just mistouched that first touch there.
They're making the right choices, making the good passes. They just got to find that one little breakthrough, and they'll get in again.
Yep. Justin's going to come into the game. He's going to take out Nick Circle. Cooper Harris is now going to make that throw in. Aaron Moore with 2 goals and a nice pack on his shoulder. I'm not quite sure on his arm there. Liberty Center, Andrew Myers is checked in, and we're going to wait until he gets an opportunity to come into the game here with 15 minutes left. Delta Panthers 2, Liberty Center Tigers 1. And you're going to see contact right there. That is an absolutely great no call by that referee. You can go shoulder to shoulder with each other. Once you extend that arm or extend a forearm or something else like that, that's when it becomes illegal.
Yes, that 50-50 ball, if a player happens to be stronger than the other, the ref cannot call that. He's got to let that go on.
Yep. Nathan Elliott does a great job of that and being physical. That's one thing I've seen in this game. I think we're matching their physicality, and we might even be a little bit more physical than they are, which is a little bit different. Most games we start less physical and then match their physicality as the game goes on.
100%. That Archbold game was a perfect definition of that game.
Yeah. Jacob Eberly with a nice kick over there to his friend Alex York, right to the center. Alex traps that back to Cooper Harris. Winkler gets a touch on it, just a little bit too far. As number 20, Cale Reedshaw, clears that out for Liberty Center. It'll be a throw-in now for the Panthers.
Graham Johnson working hard again right there to try to get that ball back. Good step. Good step by Gunner.
Oh, and we got a slip there by, that field's wet. It's hard.
I think that kid needs some longer studs.
Yeah, probably. I'll talk to his parents. We're hoping, though, I'm telling you right now, this field's getting teared up a little bit. So hopefully we don't see too much more slipping because we got a couple more home football games. Like we said, we got homecoming this week. Hopefully you can make it out here to watch that. Just Cooper Harris just didn't quite get enough on it. I tell you yesterday, Cooper was playing and a lot of our other JV guys were playing, and it just moving from field turf from regular grass, it was really tough for us to adjust to. But right now with this wet grass, as it's starting to dry a little bit, it's just going to be inconsistent. And it's
100%.
going to be really, really hard. You're going to see a lot of bad passing on both ends here. Just passes that come up short or passes that go a little bit long as they skip across the ground.
Especially as it cools off.
Yeah, exactly. 13 minutes left in the half. A nice head in there by Liberty Center. Eli Armstrong receives that. Great position by Eder. Stays on the inside of his opponent there. Winkler's going to get the ball thrown to him. He's going to play it back to the centers. He's going to go try to make a run himself. Cooper Harris finishes the big switch, gets it out there to Graham Johnson. Graham Johnson's going to carry, sends it deep down the line to Justin Murillo, but just kicks it out of bounds. Checking in for the Panthers will be Aaron Mora and Corbin Sampson. No substitution for Liberty Center here. Not a bad throw, but he threw it straight down that line, didn't really leave a lot of room, and that's going to be dribbled down the sideline, dribbled out of bounds by Westrick. Thrown by Gunnar Avery. We got a timeout here. We had substitution. One ref knew it and the other one didn't. Graham Johnson getting good minutes in there. You're going to get a little bit of rest. Gets a high five from KJ. Gets a little instruction as he goes to sit down. Cooper Harris with a slide tackle there. Nice play. Gives it over to Eli Armstrong. Eli tries to get it up to Aaron Mora. Nathan Elliott with the defense there as Wyatt York clears it. Ball stolen there by Liberty Center. They're going to try to work their triangle there. Aaron Mora comes back. Cooper Harris smartly plays it wide. Corbin Sanson's going to look up ahead. He's got Alex York down the line. Winkler and York switch spots. York's going to dribble this one into the corner. Attempted slide tackle by Liberty Center. He's got it open. Oh, Justin Murillo, and he just misses that one.
That would have been a banger.
For sure. Smart play there. It was a good overlap with Winkler and York there, understanding what they were supposed to be doing.
Smart play by Delta. They were working the ball left to right, making some good touches, just couldn't quite finish it off there.
Johnson with a play there, just let him kick it out of bounds. You just move it down the field just a little bit, throws it straight into Alex York. Alex from deep outside, header in by Corbin Sampson. That's 3 goals. That's 3 seniors. Corbin Sampson with the goal there. That's a heck of a play by Alex York.
Great pass by York. Great finish by
Corbin Sampson there. That's the thing that I like about Alex. He'll dribble past 3 or 4 guys. He'll have a potential shot, but he knows that the pass is there with a better shot, and he'll do those types of things. A great work by the Panthers driving that ball deep in there. Always glad to see on senior night to see another senior score a goal here. Panthers now up 3-1 with 10 minutes left in the half.
It's almost like Delta's playing with a little bit more energy now, too.
Yeah, well, that's a nice thing. When you start all those seniors, and some of them are not starters, some of them are contributors and, come off the bench and do those types of things. It's really nice. Now you have a bunch of fresh legs, 10 minutes left into the half. And I've kind of been pretty good fan here of, at least the foot of Liberty Center's goalie. He hasn't done it. None of those goals are his fault. A lot of them coming off the crossbar and doing other things. So it's just been a tough sledding for him today.
Yeah, the chip by York, just unable to control that. Not his fault. Just Delta crashing the net there. And that's 3 of our goals, actually, have been crashing off nets. That's where that wet ball comes back into play, where the goalkeepers just can't keep their mitts quite on it. And if the offensive team is crashing in, then they're going to get those extra shots.
I'm going to agree with Alex on that one. I mean, he played the ball. I mean, he didn't do anything malicious there. I don't know what that call was. That's pretty frustrating, but he did the smart thing and just kind of walked away from it. And,
Yeah.
you're not going to win that argument, but, yeah, that's just because the guy falls does not mean that there's a penalty.
I see no extension of the arm, 50-50 shoulder ball. You kind of got to let that one go, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I mean, he played the ball, and he had the ball, and as he kicked it, he got one of their legs, but he was in possession of the ball the entire time. Nick Circle's going to kick that back to Corbin Sampson. He's going to send it in the middle to Justin, but Justin didn't quite have the position there. Eli Armstrong's going to play it all the way back to Nathan Elliott. Elliott to Wyatt York. Wyatt York back to Eli Armstrong as he's going to carry that. Up finds Nick Circle down the wing here. And now Nick Circle's got some fresh legs. He's going to take that shot to the far post. Just misses the far post.
Good left foot shot at effort.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. One of, I think, we only really have, I would say maybe 4 guys that can put a decent, 4 or maybe 5 guys can put a decent left foot on a ball. And he's definitely one of them. Alex York's another one of them. Cooper Harris. Josh Murillo can do it. Corbin Sampson can. Another interesting call.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
It definitely happened behind the play there. 7:30 left in the game, or in the half, excuse me. 7-19, 18, 17. Panthers still up 3-1. Johnson kind of had to wait for that ball from Aaron Mora. He's going to try to make that run. Alex York just didn't have a lane to be able to get that to him. And, speaking of film, that's something we didn't grow up with soccer. There wasn't a lot of film being, taken. In my opinion, it seems like everybody's putting 2 guys on Alex York all the time. I mean, and he's dealing with it very well, but I'm not sure if you've seen that, or it just seems like there's always 2 guys right on him all the time.
Yes, he gets that ball, 2 defenders are coming running towards him immediately, and sometimes it works, and like I said, sometimes it doesn't because he can still get through you.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where his unselfish play comes in. York does a really great job. And, Wyatt has really improved really well. He's been playing kind of, not to poke at him, but he's been playing the same style of soccer that he's been used to with rec and, some of the travel type stuff where you can just, as if it comes to you as a sweeper, you just kick it as hard as you can back the other direction. And he's really done a great job of starting to trap the ball, look, and then trying to distribute it properly instead of just trying to kick it out of bounds or just kick it as far as he can downfield. He's really progressed nicely that way. Little incidental contact there. Good no call on Nathan Elliott. Ball comes back to Eli Armstrong. He's going to try to switch it and send it over to Gunnar Avery. He's going to send it down the line to Justin. Justin misses that touch there. Ball went out of bounds. It'll be Delta Panthers with a throw and 5:40 left in the first. Austin Emhoff is still sitting in the middle of the field here looking to get subbed in when he can. Alex York with the ball attached to his foot. Tries to play it into Nick Circle. Misses it just a little bit. Almost got one of her shoulders there. No, almost got it. We were hoping.
I was hoping. I seen him jump and make the turn. I was like, here we go.
Eli Armstrong playing it over to Alex York. Alex finally gets it over to Nick Circle. Circle's going to dribble this down into the corner. Sets it up for the cross. And kicks it deep over the net. It was a great idea. He dropped it into the back 90. That's awesome. But that ball goes a little bit high. It's now to be a goal kick and it'll allow Emhoff to come into the game.
Yeah, working that wing really well, and then they're making the good cutbacks to try to get on the preferred foot.
Ball is going to be kicked into Minich. He's going to try to deflect and it goes out of bounds. Gunnar Avery will take the throw in. 4:40 left in the half. Once again, just apologize. There's not anything we can really do to focus in on the scoreboard. It's not our camera. We're using AI and the huddle camera to make this happen. Is the AI system, which I have no idea how this works, but it just follows the ball. I don't know how it picks up a white ball with white players or white jerseys and white. There's a lot of white out there right now, white socks and all that type of stuff. But it figures it out as the ball comes back to Aaron Moore trying for the hat trick, but he gets the ball through the uprights instead. 4:10 left in that game, in the half.
That would have been a good senior game gift right there.
Oh, for sure. At halftime, we will take a break. We'll come back with probably about a minute or two left in the half. We'll give you a chance to go to the bathroom, go grab yourself another snack, get yourself another beverage, do those type of things. You'll have it's a 10-minute half as we're now 3:48 left in this one. Give yourselves a little bit of a break. Ball gets strapped down by Alex York, trapped and sent back to Aaron Moore. Aaron Moore try to send it up to Jostin. Wyatt York steps up. Nathan Elliott does a great job of taking his spot. Send it up to Nick Circle. Nick does a great job of creating space.
Good.
A nice ball there over the head by Corbin Sampson and Cooper Harris. He's going to get trucked down there in the corner. It's a shoulder out of bounds by Nathan Elliott. Cooper Harris pops back up. 3 minutes left in the half.
Once again, Harris not playing in a position he typically plays in that forward position.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well, too. Is Nick Circle normally plays forward, but he's playing midfield tonight. You know, you're up 3-1. You know, you can try a couple different things here. They're going to try a big switch here with Nathan Elliott. He's going to try to play it down the line. Emhoff with the block there. It's going to be Liberty Center's ball.
Good turn.
Elliott with a little poke there. Myers now sends it across the field. The Minich is going to get that stolen by Cooper Harris as he drops back into that midfield position. Cooper where he belongs in that center mid spot. Nick Circle's going to carry this down the line. Looking for Corbin Sampson, but he's marked well. Good defensive adjustment as they're just playing man-to-man defense. Usually in soccer, you're kind of just standing in the zone area, but he was almost face guarding Corbin Sampson there.
They're doing a really good job. I'll give them credit on that, on defending those wing players, because they know the ball is going to come in from the wing. We're not going to attack you from the dead center of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 minutes left in the half here.
Good keeping.
And that's number 3 out there, James Bailey, doing a great job of staying man-to-man there with Corbin Sampson. Alex York with the ball in the middle of the field here. Defense kind of collapsed in there as our guys in the wings kind of started to get sucked in. That's what we're talking about, Graham Johnson. I know he's just kind of standing out there, no man's land, but even if that guy's splitting the difference, the farther you are wide, the farther he has to come out there to play you. There's a minute and 20 left in the half.
No, being smart and having a high IQ of knowing, hey, I might not have the ball, but I'm going to stay over in this area to try to keep the defender in my area to create space for another player.
Yeah, absolutely. A smart play right there by, when we're talking about IQ, Alex York did a great job of not getting involved. He saw exactly what that player was going to do, and so he just waited for him, and he kind of missed it, and it put Alex in a pretty good position as Liberty Center is going to try on the counter here. Marked up well by the Panthers. That ball is going to be cleared all the way back out to Wyatt York.
Once again, like you said, Wyatt taking his time, finding a pass, getting your head up, looking downfield.
Ball chipped away from Murillo. And he's going to get called on that one for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good call. 30 seconds left in the half. Ball played into Emhoff just off his foot. It's going to allow Eli Armstrong to play it back to Nathan Elliott, and they're going to get the switch over there to Gunnar Avery. He's going to put a big foot on it. Cooper Harris ends up with a ball there. To York. Back to Murillo, trying to go backside to Nick Circle. Murillo's just going to try to put it on net. Cooper Harris with a shot. And goalie just got a hand on it. That was a great shot there at the end. We might have had another 30 seconds. We could have had a goal. Great first half by the Panthers. We'll take a break here. This is Panther Production Live. All right, welcome back to the second half here at Panther Stadium. We will get the kick here. So we've gone back to our traditional starting lineup. Nick Circle, Alex York, Josh Murillo, Cooper Harris, Aaron Mora, Corbin Sampson, Nathan Elliott, Eli Armstrong, Gunnar Avery, Wyatt York, and in the net tonight is Jacob Eberly. Panthers done a great job. I think, they have a tendency to kind of start slow. And I think that's kind of where that goal kind of came in. They were kind of figuring each other out. On top of that, senior night, we've got 10 guys, that are starting that not all of them normally start, playing a lot of positions that were a little bit different. So that's kind of where that goal came from. But we usually have that slow start. But then after that, it seemed like, I would say if you chalk that first half up into 3 quarters, that last 3 quarters, that first half, we really dominated that time of possession as Panthers kind of just stepping on themselves, not getting a lot of separation.
100%. They were working the ball really well. The longer the game is going on, the better they're being at being able to distribute the ball to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Panthers still trying to drive that ball into the corner. I definitely hats off to Liberty Center's coach. I think he's done a really great job of kind of making adjustments as we kind of seen a lot more man defense here. We had some type of issue with the throw in there. Eli Armstrong's going to defend this here. He's going to try to play that in through the middle. Wyatt York's going to play that over to Nathan Elliott. Definitely throw me off when they switch sides of the field now. The guy's on the opposite side and where he was before. The one thing I've definitely noticed here with Liberty Center, it just seems like they just don't have enough guys up top. I would like to see them kind of switch to maybe have a third forward up there as Eli Armstrong continues to have the ball. I'm not quite sure what that call. I mean, there's nothing he can really do. The guy stopped right there.
Yeah, if defender's going to stop right in front of a moving attacker, I mean, you are the one impeding the play at that point. You're not even going for the ball.
Yeah, you can't get called for a defensive charge there. This is not basketball, but they'll definitely get that call there as Liberty Center tries to control that. I think their big thing is very similar to us. They're going to crowd the midfielder and then try to send a deep run. Good defense there by Liberty Center. Just misses the touch there. Corbin Sanson's going to dribble it in. We're going to get a corner kick here quickly here into the second half with 37 minutes and 20 seconds left. Sampson's going to tee this thing up, going to try to send it into the middle here. No short corner on this one. He chips it in there. We've got a chance. Clearance, great job by Wes Wilhelm as he clears that one out of bounds. It'll give Corbin Sanson the opportunity to throw the ball in.
Wilhelm has definitely been a little spark of energy there for LC these last few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Circles now is going to get the chance. He's going to try to do a quick corner.
They got to get the numbers in the box if they're going to do it.
Yep, and they play the short corner. Alex York's going to try to play that backside. Nobody was quite over there. Need to get a little bit better at understanding where your own player is at, get a little bit better of field spacing, play the field a little bit wider. Got a lot of groupings here by the Panthers. And that's a tough thing. We don't really have a ton of sophomores out on the field a lot or juniors. And so these are seniors playing with a lot of freshmen. We have one sophomore, I think, as I'm looking through here, one sophomore out on the field right now, and the rest are either freshmen or seniors. So these guys have just never played together. And as the season's been going on, you can definitely tell that they've been learning where each other are at and how each other are playing. I've talked to our freshman midfielders. They need to talk a little bit more. They end up getting on top of each other a lot. They're too good of soccer players to not be communicating. But once again, it's hard to talk when you're a freshman playing with seniors. You don't want to overstep, and it's kind of like you get invited to play with your big brother for the first time. You don't want to mess it up. So
yeah, little fish in a big pond.
Yeah, exactly. But they've been a great job. Cooper Harris and Josh Murillo have done a really good job this year playing that midfield position as freshmen for the Panthers. Wyatt York's going to get taken out there pretty hard. Could have potentially been a card there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're not playing the ball.
We're going to do a short pass there.
Good switch.
That was number 10, Colin Westrick, on that tackle.
Ooh, KJ's a little unhappy there.
Yeah, he's going to send Graham Johnson in there so he can go talk to Jocelyn when he brings him out. Eli Armstrong with a good defense there. That's a big switch as Nathan Elliott was kind of sucked in there helping Eli Armstrong with his position as Eli kind of slid over to the one side. That caused Nathan Elliott to kind of cover for him.
That's one thing those two are really good at working at, is having each other's back and filling that gap when the other one's moving over.
Yeah, and they've just played so much defense with each other for so long. You know, Nathan Elliott and Eli Armstrong both got, time as sophomores with the varsity team, and then they were starters last year as juniors, as Johnson and Winkler will be checking in for the Panthers. That'll bring out Murillo and Corbin Sampson. Nick Circle with the big throw. Good defense there by LC as they're going to go on the counterattack here. Looks like that ball was just kicked a little bit too hard. It's going to give Nathan Elliott the opportunity to throw the ball in. Decent pass there by Eli Armstrong. Alex York not quite able to get a foot on it. Gunnar Avery kicks that. He's going to get it over to Nick Circle with a give and go here. Graham Johnson staying out wide, doing the job exactly like we want him to. He's going to try to dribble this down in the corner. Sets a cross up for Alex York. LC's going to keep that ball in. That's going to allow the Panthers to further throw in.
They got to get in the box.
Ball gets thrown into the middle there. Gunnar Avery's going to have a chance. And it's going to be long and wide. It'll be a goal kick now for LC. Winkler just runs right past that one. Traditionally, Winkler is usually starting a goal, but we're letting Jacob Eberly start tonight because it was senior night. It's a great move by KJ. Winkler's not. I think this is the first time he's ever played out in the field, unless there was a lopsided game in the Delta FC last year. But he's trying to learn the game as he's playing. Alex York's going to carry this. Going to stop and try to turn. Finds Aaron Mora. Mora tries to play it to Circle. Gets that intercepted. Cooper Harris with the pressure. Deflected out of bounds off of LC.
Oh, they gave it to LC.
Yeah, that was out of bounds by Cooper Harris. I guess it was not deflected. That was a good flick over the head there. Gunnar Avery's going to step up, play it into the middle of Aaron Moore, and Moore's going to try to play it to Alex York through the middle. Just didn't quite get enough on that. Nathan Elliott plays it out wide. Minich has now got it. He's going to set up a long cross early. I would have liked him to dribble that down into the corner just a little bit more and then try to set that cross. Eli Armstrong's going to intercept that. Gets that to Graham Johnson, and he's got all the time in the world. He's got plenty of opportunities. He takes it into the middle of the field, tries to get it to Nick Circle, just didn't quite get it to him.
Just got to come off that ball just a little bit earlier.
Eli Armstrong tries to send that in. Nick Circle's going to kick that. Just didn't quite get enough on it.
Tried to use the outside of his foot, put a little spin on it. He just couldn't get enough contact on it.
On a dry night, that might have been a better play, but today with it being wet, you just want to get as much on it as you can. But like you said, Ronell, earlier, that spin is it's not going to spin or it's going to sprint. It's hard to read when it's wet and the ball's wet. You're just not going to be able to get the things. Nick Circle with a big throw into the middle. Winkler's got a chance, and he misses the ball. Graham Johnson missed the header. Winkler missed the one touch. Great throw-in by Nick Circle.
That would have been a good goalie-on-goalie goal there.
Yeah, for sure. He accidentally scored in a JV game. Ball just kind of came out, just kind of like similar to Aaron Moore's goal earlier. Just a little deflection went right to him. Graham Johnson with a little bit of a bad touch there. Alex York with a great touch to Winkler. Winkler's going to try to set that back up and give it back to him, but intercepted there. Now in the quick attack is Liberty Center. They're going to send that long ball. Wyatt York's going to receive that one.
He's going to take his time, head up, look for a good pass.
Yeah, perfect right there. It's exactly what he just did. Circle's going to dribble this down into the corner. Sends across to York. Ball's going to get bounced around. It's going to end up being right on Aaron Mora's foot, and he's going to try to shoot right at the goalie. Just if he would have gone one of the posts, that would have been his third goal right there. But a great play by the Panthers, dribbling it in there, sending the cross. Ball just kind of gets bounced around. You're just trying to look for that opportunity, and they had it, just missed the shot.
Mora, once again, though, not just putting his laces through the ball. He's actually trying to direct it, pick a corner, make a good shot.
Good play there by Eberle. Wait till the ball comes into the box so he can pick it up, throws it out to Eli Armstrong. Eli Armstrong's going to take it up. He's going to do a give and go with Aaron Mora, creating that space. Carries it over to Alex York. York to circle.
Some good passing there from Delta.
Absolutely. Circle with the cut in. He's got Graham Johnson off the crossbar. Winkler tries to slide in and didn't quite get there. Mora with the trying to keep that ball in. Winkler's going to keep that ball deep down in the corner. Good job recovering on that one. Another great opportunity by the Panthers. Had about 2 or 3 guys had a chance there. That was a phenomenal cut in by Nick Circle.
Yeah, the Panthers are creating some chances. They just have to be able to capitalize on them.
Great ball by Nathan Elliott. It's a great opportunity there. Graham Johnson shields, gets it back over to Alex York. York to circle. Circle tries the left foot. Gets defended. Aaron Moore finds the ball. It's getting a little push from behind there. And that ball's going to get kicked out of bounds. And ref's going to call.
Undecided?
He must have yelled corner because we didn't see it.
No, I
It's
see.
going to allow both teams to make a substitution because we were making the substitution. They can sub as well, too. Noah Etter's going to come in for the Panthers. And number 28, Jonah Bailey's going to come in for the Tigers. Moore's going to try the big kick here. Send it to the backside of the far side over there to Gunnar Avery. Gunnar swings and misses, and that ball's just going to go straight out of bounds. Flicked on by Wilhelm, or excuse me, Emhoff. Gunnar Avery with the big switch over there to Aaron Mora. And that's just going to go right over Winkler. I think Mora thought Winkler was going to touch it. Winkler thought Mora was going to take it. Just a little bit of miscommunication there as those two, I don't think they've played together yet this season.
You know,
definitely
you're right.
not on the same side of the field.
You are right.
Cooper Harris with the pressure there. Nathan Elliott tries to body that up. Ball's going to try to be played back, but it ends up going right to Graham Johnson. Ball's going to be taken right off his foot. I think he was just surprised the ball came to him.
100%.
Nathan Elliott's going to get the throw in now from about the 35-yard line. Throws it right into Aaron Mora. Mora to Graham Johnson. Ball still up in the air.
Crash it.
Alex York just misses it. Josh Hildebrandt's going to come into the game for Graham Johnson.
Some good teammate support out there. Wyatt tying Eberle's cleats out there for him because
Yeah.
he's got the goalkeeper gloves on.
You got to love that. Checking in for Liberty Center's number 12, Lucas Estella. Minich is going to be taking that down. He sets up for that cross. Gunnar Avery's just going to head that out. Cooper Harris coming up underneath it. He gets that touch. A great pass out there to Alex York as the Panthers now are on the counterattack. Etter's going to try to drive down to the corner, at least try to draw a defender away for him. And that's what we're talking about making those moves. Aaron Mora has a chance. Great slide tackle by two different. There it is. Noah Etter with the goal. Great play. Two of the Tigers try to slide tackle there. Just didn't. Neither one of them got it. Ball was just kind of loose right there. Noah Etter comes up with a goal, and that's one of those ones you just love to celebrate because that kid's just been working his tail off.
That was a well-deserved goal by Noah. He definitely deserved that for all the hard work he's been putting in this season. As the season has gone along, he has progressed so much.
Yep. Torrey May getting a chance to come in, senior for Liberty Center, as the Panthers now go up 4-1 with 26-14 left in the game. Clock. 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 had a little bit of technical difficulties here with the clock there. Just wasn't right timing up. We were pressing the button. It just wasn't working. We'll let the clock run for a little bit here. A little confusion on why the whistle was blown there to let the clock run for a little bit. Ref's going to run off some of the time here. They're going to discuss exactly where the ball was stopped, and so that's what we're kind of on a delay for right now. 25:49 left on the clock. Ball gets dropped. Clock starts. Alex York now has the ball right in the middle of the field. He's going to be looking ahead. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Our advantage, it doesn't matter if it goes. We've got a substitution. Alex York was trying for the quick throw in there. Aiden Regisser gets a chance to come back into the game as Josh Hildenbrandt plays that back to Alex York. York to Mora. Back to York. York's going to try the deep shot. It's going to be deflected off Liberty Center. It's going to be chased out of bounds. Goal kick for Liberty Center. Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like it was deflected off of Liberty Center, but I must have missed something because usually when you're wrong and nobody else is reacting or doing anything, that's where I look at everybody else. It's like, yeah, my ADHD just happened and I missed the scene.
No, me and you were both looking at each other like we must have missed something there.
Liberty Center drives it in. Jacob Everly gets just a little bit on that. I think that was just enough to make that go out of bounds. Great save by Jacob Everly.
Just the fingertips. Just pushed it off to the side, got it on the outside of the post.
He did. Yeah, Jacob Everly just got enough on a great diving save there by Jacob Everly. Corner now in for the Tigers. Deep Eli Armstrong. I mean, how many times are we going to hear his name as he gets shoved to the floor there? And luckily, that whistle blew because I think Alex York was going to come in there, do a little bit of cleanup duty, take that yellow card and go home with it.
Yeah.
He's definitely the enforcer. He's only 6'1", 6'2" type guy, and he does a great job in the center of that defense for the basketball team. He makes up for his height and definitely his technique, and you can see that out here in the soccer field as well, too. As Emhoff gets a chance.
They got to clear it.
Eli Armstrong with a great touch right there. Alex York's going to try to get to it. That's going to be kicked out of bounds. Cooper Harris is going to be making the throw in here. A little confusion on who the throw was for. Throw is going to be now by Torrey May for Liberty Center. Ball centered up for Kern. Kern sends it wide to Estella. Estella has it now. He's going to try to drop it back to Minich. Good defense there by Aaron Mora. Gets just enough on that to get it to Eli Armstrong. Winkler's going to overlap him. York's going to get the ball now. He's going to get it. That's a great slide tackle by Emhoff.
York fighting to get the ball back, though.
A lot of collision down there in the box. The coach down there is yelling at his players saying, he can't dribble through three guys. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Alex York dribble through 4 or 5.
100%.
He was trying to play the ball there. I think he kind of slipped a little bit, but that was a good call. There was no play on the ball, but he was just trying to get position. No need for there to be a card there, but a good warning by the referee. I always like to see that first before you throw a card on a play like that.
Yeah, I like that by the ref. Talk to him, let him know what you're thinking, give him a little warning, and then we'll go forward.
And soccer is very subjective, just like basketball is, and so I always like the refs to be having that type of communication. We've got 21:56 left in the game. Panthers 4, Tigers 1. Throw in now by Emhoff, and I apologize if we're pronouncing that name wrong, but that's our best guess tonight. If any Tiger fans are watching, as that ball was cleared deep by Kern, kicked all the way into the corner by over to Lucas Estella. Good defense there by Wyatt York as he slides over to help. Outside of the congestion we kind of get sometimes on the offensive side. It seems like we've been switching and helping each other out and overlapping a lot more today than we have been in other games.
Correct. I think they're starting to get a better feel for the team and each other. So they can kind of predict, all right, Alex is going to make a run like this. I know I need to overlap on the right or overlap on the left, or Elliott's going to come forward off the defensive line. I need to cover back on his line to give him some help on defense. They're just slowly starting to learn each other's traits and tendencies, and then you can take advantage of it going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming back in the game will be Circle. He'll substitute in for Winkler. Good pass there by Aiden Riegesser.
A little nutmeg.
Yeah. Noah Etter's going to be looking upfield. He's got time. He takes his time. Tries to send a deep ball there for Circle. Defense kicked out of bounds by Bailey. You know, he has just been – I love having those guys. You know, he's just been a gnat. He's just been – you can't go anywhere without your belly button. You know, you can jive, do whatever you want. And you know, he's just been sticking to his guys, doing a really great job on defense on that right side for Liberty Center tonight.
He has been.
Deep throw by Circle. Nobody was there. Cleared out by Liberty Center. Wyatt York comes out. And it's just as we said that, you know, Wyatt York's going to slide all the way out over there. Cover for Nathan Elliott. Nathan Elliott's just going to come back and cover for Wyatt. That ball's going to be kicked out of bounds by Liberty Center. 20 minutes left in the game. Good job by Circle putting that ball back into the field there as that ball is going down. Josh Hildebrand does a good job of bodying up with his player. Nick Circle's going to have a chance. He's going to have a deep shot and just going to go wide.
That was a good cutback to get the ball on his preferred foot there.
It'll be a goal kick now for the Liberty Center Tigers. Carson Sim-Tobin is checking in for the Panthers. Corbin Sampson gets a touch on it, gets Josh Hildebrand a chance. Josh just couldn't quite get that away from the Tiger defense. Quick throw in by Nathan Elliott. Tiger slip. Ball went over Nick Circle's head and didn't give us an opportunity. Cooper Harris with a good defense. Eli Armstrong's going to step in. Cooper will drop back. Aiden Riegesser is going to chase this ball down and let it go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers, which will allow the substitution for Carson Sim-Tobin to come in for Aaron Mora.
Looks like he's favoring that shoulder again.
Yeah, hopefully there's not. He had an injury last year, really did some damage to his shoulder when he separated it. Separated twice in the same day. Ended up having surgery this summer. Just a tough break for a senior. I'm glad that he was able to come back out. He wasn't able to do anything in the preseason, and you know he came in, I would say, maybe about a quarter of the way through the year. He finally got clearance from his doctor to be able to play. So it's good to be able to see him play tonight, especially on senior night, get 2 goals. Cooper Harris tries to take a swing at it, but slipped on the wet grass.
The whiff.
Yeah. Amhoff's going to be trying to throw the ball in. And like I said before, you know, they only have, 3-4 guys up right now. You know, their midfield's dropped back. Their defense is way dropped back. You usually don't see that when you're down 4-1. You try to put a little bit more pressure, but I think that's why they just really haven't had those opportunities. They've just been playing some really conservative soccer in a game where they've only been up 1-0 for a very short period of the game.
Yeah, their formation is very segmented. Like, this third of the pitch is yours, this third of the pitch is yours, this third of the pitch is yours. Don't cross this imaginary line.
Yeah. And you see some drills like that sometimes when you're coaching soccer. Alex York's going to try to dribble that down in there. He's going to lose it as he made it through somebody, and we got a counterattack now by the Tigers. Pushing it up the floor is Wes Wilhelm. He's going to push it all the way up. Eli Armstrong tries a slide tackle. Cooper Harris is going to try to contain. He's going to slide tackle him, and that's going to be a foul. I think that one was just outside of the box there.
Definitely outside of the box.
And we're going to stop the clock here with 17 minutes left. That'll be a smart play if they call that just outside the box, which is hopefully what it'll be for the Panthers. Potentially checking in for the Tigers will be number 29, Sam Clapp, sophomore. I believe that was Wilhelm that still had that ball when he got slide tackled right there, just outside the box.
Yeah, he's definitely been a shining light for Liberty Center today.
Yeah, he powered through that. And like you said, because they're so segmented, it really left that middle of that field wide open to be able to carry that ball all that way. We're going to choose to go to a 5-man wall.
Which looks like the refs agreed with us. It was outside of the box.
You ever been inside a wall as a player? I was always a goalie, so I was always on the other side of it. You ever?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not a fun spot to be in.
No, I always felt bad for those guys. You just try to protect yourself. You try to make sure that the shot doesn't go on net. I think Wilhelm fell on his shoulder, I think is what the problem is. He's really grabbing at that, or maybe his rib. I'm not quite sure. He's kind of grabbing a couple different things there, but he's able to walk off on his own.
Yeah, that's not a player LC can really afford to lose.
No, not at all. Shout out to Corey there, doing a great job coming in from Toledo Children's Hospital, taking care of our players. Does a really great job for us. It looks like Minich and Emhoff. Minich is going to try it. It just goes over the crossbar. That's why he put that wall there. And you really got to try to do something where that ball is going to try to spin and drop. You know, that's where they talk about the bend it like Beckham. And it's not necessarily the curve. I mean, it plays like a true curveball. It goes up and then drops. And that ball just didn't have that drop on it.
By far the hardest shot to take in soccer. When you're that close to the box.
Oh, yeah. Put that wall in there. There's not a lot of opportunities. Minich now has the ball. York with a good defense. Kicks it out of bounds. Lets everybody reset. 16:25 left in the game. Panthers 4. Tigers 1. Murillo's checking in. It's going to be a big throw in here for the Tigers.
Big throw.
Yeah, that was a big throw. Good head there by Eli Armstrong. He's going to clear that deep. Hildebrandt's going to run onto it. And the Tigers did make that substitution, bringing in Jonah Bailey for Wilhelm. Corbin Sampson now he's trying to find some support. Finds Alex York. Alex York with the left, right on keep.
That's definitely one of those guys I want to be able to at least have some good shots on goal his senior night. Like, be very nice to see him get a goal tonight.
For sure. Chested down by the Tigers. Kern, controlled by Eli Armstrong. Nice one touch by Corbin Sampson. Panthers now in the attack. There's that poke check there by Bailey.
Good job by Santobin.
Yep. Emhoff's going to try to just kick it deep. Eli Armstrong's going to track that down. He's going to kick that into the bleachers. Fans, that is not a souvenir. We're going to need that one back. Shout out to Noah Steinmiller for the help. And he shoots, he scores. Great job by Noah Steinmiller. Just a great kid. Always supporting his friends. We throw in now by Emhoff. Just a bad first touch there. Andrew Myers just had the right idea, just didn't quite turn his foot the right way, and a quick turnover. Minich is going to try to play that back to Emhoff. Emhoff gets a little touch on it. Corbin Sampson with the defense. He's going to squeeze him out of that ball. Justin Murillo, Aiden Regiser with the defense now. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Kern just didn't have quite enough field to be able to play that. Sampson now has the ball deep into our own zone. He tries to clear it. Kern with the defense.
Corbin playing really far back now.
Yeah, he definitely was. Aaron Moore comes back into the game. And Nick Circle comes back into the game as well, too. Gunnar Avery's going to check in. Eli Armstrong's going to play that back to Nathan Elliott. Elliott's going to try to play it deep. Ball ends up right to Liberty Center, and as Alex York wasn't pressuring the ball just rose right back to him.
Totally unexpected.
Yeah, all right. A miscommunication there with Aaron Mora and Nick Circles. That's going to give the Tigers a quick transition. Emhoff now has got the ball. He's going to try a deep shot. That's going to be way wide out of bounds. Give the Panthers a goal kick. We got a substitution. Gunnar Avery checking back into the game. Wyatt York's going to take a seat. Gives Gunnar Avery a chance to play a little bit longer here on senior night with 12:50 left in the game. Panthers 4, Liberty Center 1. Nick Circle's going to contain this. He's going to play it out wide to Corbin Sampson. Back to himself there. Does this give and go. Nick Circle takes too big of a touch there. Gives it the turnover to Minich. Minich is going to dribble this down deep. Westrick's got an option there. Eberle's going to come off his line. Great job by Eberle, and he's just going to roll it out to Eli Armstrong. 12:30 left in the game. Oh, man. Aaron Moore just didn't quite have enough on that one. Really threw off Sampson's pass over to Circle. Throw in Tigers. Nathan Elliott with the big switch over to Murillo. Man, that ball took a crazy bounce.
It did. We got our shoulder pass, but that was definitely unintentional given the bounce of the ball.
Yeah, that really had a crazy spin off that bounce. Corbin Sampson now has the ball in the middle of the field. Tries to find
There
Circle,
you
but it
go.
gets through. Josh Murillo's got a chance. He's got to take the shot now. May have got deflected out a little wide, or at least the body pressure affected that shot for sure. Kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. Going to be a quick throw-in by Alex York, and he tries the basketball move, throws it off the back
Got it.
of the Tiger defense. I don't know if I've ever seen that one in soccer. I've definitely seen that in basketball numerous times. I don't think I've ever seen that play in soccer.
That's just a high IQ play right there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, no offense to the Tiger defender. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong there. He's just trying to run away, get in a better defense position.
Well, you're definitely not expecting to have the ball played off your back as you're returning back on defense.
And they're going to play it back to Sampson. He's going to kick it deep out of bounds. Great play by those three seniors. Really set that up. Just didn't put it on net. Gave him that opportunity. And that's the thing. Alex York's out here dominating this game, and he's still looking to pass.
Yes.
It's just a selfless player. Hat off to a kid like that. 10:50 left in the game. 4-1 Panthers.
He definitely deserves one, though.
Oh, for sure. That ball's going to be kicked out of bounds by Murillo.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sampson and Circle start working the ball a little more forward to try to open up York to try to give him a few extra shots.
Aaron Mora with the defense there. Kicked out of bounds by Mora. Defended there by Kern. Aiden Regiser with the touch there. Good body, keeps his distance. Abs is going to come off his line. He's going to try to kick it deep. Puts it right to center field. 50-50 ball. Anybody, it's almost like playing jackpot in the backyard. Corbin Sampson with the defense there. Ball ends up on Nathan Elliott's foot as he kicks it up to Eli Armstrong. Armstrong's going to carry, gets it up to Alex York. York cuts it back in, looks for a switch here. They got Murillo on the backside if they can get it over to him, but I don't think they had the winner of the opportunity. Tigers on the counter defense. Great job by Gunnar Avery pushing all the way up from that sweeper position as he sprints back to get into the position he needs to. Emhoff just kicks that ball straight up in the air. Thrown by Elliott. Ball ends up with Nick Circle's foot here right in the middle of the field. Aaron Mora not looking. He was trying to track over his shoulder. I don't know what he was looking at, but he was looking at something. Maybe somebody was trying to yell at him, trying to talk to him. that's the thing with soccer. There's a lot of dead time, a lot of dead space, and players will be talking to each other, trying to coach each other up, let them know what they saw, and that's probably what happened there with Aaron. Corbin Sampson with the ball in his foot, kicks it forward, cleared out by 24, May. Gunnar Avery plays it forward to Mora, deflected by Minich, given back over to Emmenhoff. What you can't see right now, it's sometimes that maybe on the bottom of the screen, depending on when it happens, some of our freshmen are literally imitating exactly what KJ is doing right now. Every time he folds his arms, they fold their arms. So if you keep an eye at the bottom of the screen, every once in a while you'll be able to see it. But, man, it is pretty funny to watch here up in the booth. All 5 of the freshmen really kind of giving it to him behind his back. I don't know if KJ can see it or not, or he's just trying to ignore him. Eberle with a great save. Protected his face there as Murillo's now got the ball in his foot. He's going to cut it back to the outside, and Carrion's going to have an opportunity to send it deep to circle.
Oh, that would have been a good ball.
Yeah, it would have been. Ball ends up with Corbin Sampson in the middle. Murillo's got all the time in the world. Alex York waiting for him to give it to him. Alex going to cut it into the middle. Great ball to Corbin Sampson. He's got a chance. One touch. He's going to be able to bury that one in. Then got it there. Another selfless pass by Alex York, giving Corbin Sampson the opportunity to score that goal. Great job by the Panthers.
Once again, York being very unselfish. He could have took that shot out of the box, sees it, Corbin making a great run, and just lays it off to him perfectly.
Yeah, you guys can see it now on the screen here. You've got 5 guys right by that tent. KJ looked at something in his hand, and even the 5 guys were looking at their hands like they were doing the same thing. KJ's talking to the players, maybe making a substitution here. We're not quite sure yet. 7:20 left in the game. Panthers 5, Liberty Center Tigers 1. Throw in by Johnston to Sampson. Aiden Regiser with the clearance right to Aaron Mora.
Good job.
Nathan Elliott telling him exactly where he wanted the ball, and that's exactly where it went. I just missed that pass up to Alex York. Aaron Moore with the pressure there, trying to keep it on our offensive half. Ball ends up right at Corbin Sampson's foot. Played out wide to Murillo. Murillo down to Circle. Circle looking to center here. Gives it over to Sampson. Too much bunching right there. Panthers need to spread out a little bit. Gets that ball put deep into the sideline by York. Nobody was there for the cross. He's going to give Alex York a chance to throw the ball in. Ball centered accidentally by the Tigers. Hildebrand pays it back to Nick Circle. Circle tries to put it on net, just didn't quite get enough on it.
See, those are the type of balls where I'm hoping that the attackers are thinking, crash the net, crash the net.
I'm sorry for laughing, but these kids down here just imitating KJ right now is just absolutely hilarious.
I feel bad for them when they go back to watch film.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this is popped up right now. You can see it on the bottom of the screen. These kids are just having a good time on senior night. They'll have their chance in 4 or 3 years. Aiden Regiser with a good clearance there. Just intercepted there by Andrew Myers. We got a foul here. We got an injury on the far side of the field. I missed that.
So did I.
And it'll be Minich kind of hobbling off there. Number 22, Gabe Chamberlain, will be coming into the game. He's a senior for the Tigers. And they're going to make a goalie substitution as well, too. And that'll be Kaysen Reedshaw, sophomore, coming into the game. You know, I think their goalie, number 21, did a great job. Christian Campos. I don't think any of those shots that were put on net were his fault. I mean, everything was buried into a post.
100%.
Every one of those shots, and it was some type of defensive shift or a loose ball just wherever, or comes off the crossbar or something else crazy like that. I mean, they were the great shots, or there was just loose balls out there that weren't cleared by his defense. Great job by Campos tonight.
Especially given the wet ball, the wet surface, and everything. He did a good job.
Yep. Ball now played up to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt looks to play it to Sampson. Sampson's got the opportunity. He's going to have to play the touch here, and he's just going to miss it. He had the entire backside of the net, decided to go front post, and misses just wide left. That would have been his hat trick on senior night. He'll definitely remember that one, and if he doesn't, I'll make sure to remind him tomorrow. I am that guy.
I think Nick Circle was a little disappointed. He didn't try to cross the ball there.
Yeah. I mean, he had either or options there. But he had a hat trick on his mind and just missed it.
Hey, I don't blame him.
Ball cleared right over to Alex York. Nick Circle's going to get a touch. He's going to overlap there by Murillo.
Good flick on.
Murillo's going to dribble it down in the corner. He's going to set it for the cross. There's the cross. Keeper comes out, puts a head on it. Hildebrandt tries to kick it. There's too many guys there. Aaron Moore's got a chance. Oh, my goodness. Corbin Sampson from about 4 yards out puts it over the net. Just FYI, I won't remind him about the other one. I'll remind him about that one, though. That's for sure. I'm going to have to start taking notes. Corbin Sampson with 2 goals here. We got another injury. Conversation between the Liberty Center coach and the referee there as we got an injury in the middle of the box there. Subbing in for the Tigers will be number 20, Cale Reedshaw. Walking off on his own. Looks like that might be. Trying to get a number on that kid.
Number 9? Connor?
I don't know. He keeps putting his hand right in front of his number. That'll be number 3, James Bailey, and he's been having it. I mean, we were just talking about him no more than 10 minutes ago about how well he was marking up all game today, and sad to see him get hurt. You know, you never want to see a team, really lose 5-1 in a game, and you definitely don't want to see 3 injuries late in the second half in a game where it's not super competitive, as there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Alex York with the ball on his foot plays it out to Murillo. Murillo plays it a little bit too far outside to Nick Circle. Nick Circle with the stab there. He's missing it. Liberty Center not on the same page. Number 18, or 16, Tristan Grubauer. 3 minutes left in the game. Panthers 5, Tigers 1. Moore with a give and go with York. With a little touch there to Sampson. Corbin Sampson's going to keep that ball in bounce. He's going to cut it back early, send it wide to Circle. X gets the square. Ball gets played out to Murillo. Murillo's looking. He's got an opportunity. Plays it wide. Hildebrandt could have came up underneath that.
Yeah, he could.
Ball's going to get kicked out of bounds. Be throwing black here. Aiden Register's going to throw it in just over Johnston's head. 2:20 left in the game. Ball in the middle of the field with Kern. I did see his grandpa down there. I'm just going to give a shout out to A.J. Kern. That's my favorite Kern of all of them. It's a good catcher. A little flick on. Eberle's going to make the diving save there. Not over dramatic at all on that one. Throws that ball into the middle of the field to Aaron Moore. 2 minutes left in the game. Aaron Moore with the give and go again with York. Moore cuts it in, gives it over to York. York's got no other option but to drop it to Eli Armstrong. Eli's going to dribble it up. He's now about on the 40-yard line.
He's looking for an option.
Yep,
He can't find one.
Mora's looking down the line there for Circle. Circle cuts it back, trying to find something in the middle. Tries to flick on to Josh Hildebrand. That ball's going to get kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. 1:25 left, 5-1 Panthers. Aiden Register with the throw-in. Murillo with the flick over his head. Eli Armstrong with a trap. Kern now has it. Eli Armstrong with a stab there, and he misses it. Kern's going to dribble it in. Elliott's going to try with the pressure. It's going to leave the Tigers with an extra guy, but they only have three guys, really only two guys pressuring the ball here with 57 seconds left in the game. Ball kicked out of bounds, deflected off of the Tigers. Elliott looks to make a big throw to none other than Alex York. York's going to dribble this down. Sampson staying onside. Mora with a give and go, kicked it right to Liberty Center there. He's going to try to get that ball back. It's a good defense there by Emhoff. Emhoff with the ball. Mora trying to push off of him there. 30 seconds left in the game. Tigers trying to dribble down the sideline. Good pressure by Eli Armstrong. Big gunner Avery stops that ball. Ball gets deflected. Aiden Register's got a chance. Abs comes off the line, gets a deflection, dives on that ball. Great stop by Jacob Eberly with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job by the Panthers as they're going to win this one 5-1. Great job by the Panthers all around. Slow start, but they possessed the ball, did a lot of distributing really well. Some of the keys of the game you thought you saw here tonight.
I think as the game went along, they progressed really good. They started off slow, like you said. They found those little pockets, things they could work on, passes they could make. They really were pressing the wings really hard and making some good service in the middle. And as the game went along, those little keys kept opening up, and they kept trying to take their opportunities.
Yeah, that was a great job by the Panthers. And, like Renell was just saying, great adjustments, handling the game. I thought we matched physicality very well. That was one of the things we've been lacking. We've been adjusting to their physicality, but I think we were just a little bit more physical today. We outmatched them in a lot of things. Our defense played really, really well. Jacob Eberly had a great game. He gave up that one goal early, but outside of that, he had a really great game. Hoping the Tigers had those couple injuries there at the end of the game, and hopefully those guys are just banged up a little bit. They can get back into playing in the league game. But
hopefully nothing serious.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to see that. You just want these kids to be able to play. They're just high school guys trying to have a good time. But this is Kent Winkler. Renell Harris was out here with me tonight. Thank you for watching, and we just appreciate all the stuff that Derek Freese does, or Dr. Freese does, to make this happen with Panther Production Live. Have a great night, and don't forget, we've got a homecoming game here, 7 o'clock Friday against Wauseon Indians.